As human beings, our eyes have evolved to track anything that moves. We just instinctively follow anything that moves. Animation takes advantage of this fact, and therefore, if you add good animations to your PowerPoint presentations, you can not only make your presentations more effective, but you can actually capture the attention of your audience. Hi there, I'm Dr. Hemant Kumar, and you are with Tech for Doctors. Today in this beginner's tutorial, I will take you through a step-by-step guide on how to add animations to your presentations and make them more effective. If this is your first time, may I request that you subscribe to the channel and remember to press the notification bell. Thank you. Now, before we start the actual animation process, let us understand a few fundamental aspects related to animation. What all can be animated? Pretty much anything that you can put on a slide can be animated. So you can animate text, graphics, pictures, tables, smart arts, shapes, and a whole lot more. What are the different types of animations in a Microsoft PowerPoint presentation software? Mainly, there are 4 types of animations that are available to us. Entrance animation, emphasis animation, exit animation, and adding motion paths to our elements. What are the 3 key areas of any animation? First, the type of animation that we apply. Second, the duration which we want the transition of animation to take place. And third, the sequencing of that animation in relation to the other elements on the slide or in relation to our mouse clicks. So let's get started.
So this is the slide that we want to animate. So to animate any element on the slide, simply click on it, click on the animations menu and apply any animation. So to apply different types of animation, you can simply click on them and experiment whatever works for you. So this is how you apply different types of animation on a slide. So we are done with this. Now let us see how do we change the direction of an animation. So I had applied wipe animation to this. If I click on the effect options here, I can choose the direction of the animation. I can choose from right or I can choose from left. I will stick with from left. So this is how you can change the direction of an animation. Let's repeat this. Let's first animate this from a fly in, then go to effect options, change it to from top, change the type of animation from to float in, go to effect options, and we want to choose float in from the top. So this is how you can change the direction of any animation, and the options available to you will vary with the type of animation that you have chosen. To change the duration of an animation, you simply click on the box and go to the timing area. Here on the durations box, you simply increase the timing on that. I have moved it to 1 second. Let's see how this works. This appears fine. I will repeat the steps on the next box as well and change the duration to, let's say, 2 seconds. Whenever you want to see what are the animations you have done till that point, you simply go to the preview area on the top left and just click it. Okay, so far so good. Now let us animate the text box which contains all the different bullet points. To do that, you click on the box and choose a float in animation. By default, all the elements will appear one by one. But again, we can go to effect options and get them to come all at once. But I think visually coming one by one is better. So I will choose the by paragraph option. So now we have learned how to adjust the duration of an animation as well. Now let us try and animate the logo here. To do that, the process remains the same, and this could be any picture, image or shape that you have. You simply click on it, go to animations, click on the drop down and choose a emphasis animation. Let's say I want a spin animation. So this animation takes effect and the duration currently is set for 2 seconds. Let me just reduce it to 1 second. Go to the preview area and see how it appears. Now you may find that when you are previewing everything, it takes a lot of time for everything to come together in the animation. If you just want to see the element that you have just animated, click on the animation pane and all the elements you have animated so far will come there. Now if you just wanted to see the spin animation we have applied, you click on that element and click on the play from button. It will start playing animation only from that point forwards. So it will just show this animation. If you wanted to see the previous animation as well, we can click on play selected and now the animation will show from the point that you have seen so far. Let's close the animation pane. Next, we will see how do we modify the trigger for an animation. Now, what is a trigger? A trigger is seen on the timing area at the start button. If I click on the drop down, there are 3 options. On click, with previous, after previous. A trigger means what event needs to happen for that particular animation to take effect. By default, it is set to click. That is, whenever you will put your slides in a slideshow mode and click the mouse, that particular element will take effect. Now, let's say I want to change this to come with previous. What that does is that now this numbering has changed to 1. Now this is also 1 and this is also 1. Let's see how does it look like. Now you will see that both the animations are appearing together, but they are a little jumbled up. To prevent that, what I will do is I will click on this area and I will add a little bit of delay. Delay means that this animation that you have just applied will take effect after that particular duration. So I will move this to 2 seconds because the duration of the animation prior to this is 2 seconds. Now let us go to the preview area and see. Now this appears perfect. So this is how you can change the trigger points for various aspects of animations on your slide. How do we change the animation sequence of any element on a slide? To do that, you click on that element, click on the animation pane, and on the right hand side you will see all the elements that have been animated so far. Now whenever you want to choose the sequencing, you simply click and drag it up or down. I could equally go to the reorder animation area and click on move earlier or move later. Let us say I want this shape animation on the logo to take effect after the animation of the title. That is, I want this at point number 2. So what I will do is I can click and drag it to number 2, or I can simply keep clicking on this and it will start moving it one by one till it comes to point number 2. Let's see how this looks. Exactly what we wanted. How do we apply multiple animations to an element? So to do that, we click on the element we want to add more than one animation, and in the advanced animations area, we go to the add animation drop down. From here, let me choose the underline animation. Perfect. And then I will just increase the duration for this. Now let us see how this looks. Click on preview and all the animations that we have applied so far are in place. And after all these text elements will come, the added animation of underline will show up in the second box. This is how you add more than one animation to any element. Let's add another animation to our logo. To do that, I will go to the add animation area. I will scroll down to motion path and I will choose the lines path. I click on this and you will notice that the logo moves from point A to B downwards. To change the direction, I simply go to the red dot, click and drag it to the point that I want. This is the middle of the slide where I want it. And I will just release the mouse button. Click on animation pane, play from, and now we can see this animation taking shape. Perfect. So this is how you can add a motion path, which is also an added animation on the element. Now the second last part of our tutorial is that how do we remove this using an exit animation. So I click on these elements, go to add animation, and I go to the exit animations area in which I will choose the fade animation. I go to the effect options. They are fading one by one, which is good. And I will see the effects. And so far we are on track to achieve what we had set at the beginning of the video. Now you notice that the sequencing of the logo is not in its proper place. I go to animations pane, I click on this and I find this is number 8 and I move number 8 to after the exit animations. Go to preview and now we will see that the order should have been corrected. Perfect. The last element for us was to add the word rocks. I will click on this, choose a float in animation, click on it again, go to add animation, and I will just choose a grow shrink animation. This works. The number is 14. I think we have done all the animations. We click on the slideshow now and see what we have achieved so far. And I click the mouse and all the animations that we have said that we will achieve are in place. And that completes our checklist for today's tutorial.
While animations make your presentations look catchy, they're just more than animations to make your presentations from good to great. Watch this video here, which explains the 7 tips to make your presentation from good to great, and watch this video here on how you can add consistency to your fonts, text and different elements by using slide templates. Thank you for being here. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.